how'd you get here?
What's good? Welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2. We're gonna fuck up Rouge. I completely forgot we were doing this. This was a boss fight in general. Obviously this is content I haven't seen before. Oh, also, you probably noticed, I went back and I actually got that air thingy. It was in a really obvious spot in Aquatic Mine, so I don't know, like, what my damage was, but there was damage there. I'm feeling a little sick, so I'm gonna blame everything on that. I think this is kind of like the same vibe where you can just spam shit, like same with Shadow. This is all the character fights, but I don't know. I don't mind that personally. I think that's fine for like these character battles. I think there's only so much that you can realistically do, and at the end of the day, like, it could be so much worse, dude. I'm gonna say it, man. A lot of the other boss fights in this game have been kind of a miss. You have to get really lucky to get a good Sonic boss fight, even in this kind of adventure era, where I feel like it would be generally, like, easier to make a Sonic boss fight. Because I know that, like, where the fuck is she, bro? Stop doing your bullshit, dumbass, fuck-ass, whatever, player 2 battle thing. Where are you? For real. Are you up? I'm probably not getting something. I'm probably not getting this mechanic. If I hold B, we'll just, okay, drop me down so I can I'm done with her, bro. One more hit and she's gone. It's out, bro. It's, okay, let me get a ring. Please, just get out of here. Dude. Oh, give me a ring. One hit. What? One hit. Stop, bro. Please. Ooh, she's done. She's so done. Okay, sorry, I had to lock in for a second. I was like, why is this not working? Anyways, what was I? Oh, yeah, okay. Adventure boss fights. I feel like in this era, it should be generally easier to create a boss fight than in comparison to, like, the boost formula, or, I mean, I guess the classics is really the easiest era that they could have made boss fights in, and I feel like they kind of, they cooked frame 1. They cooked with Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, and they kind of, like, capped out there. And then they got to Adventure, and it's kind of just a bunch of bullshit. Like, it's a bunch of things that they kind of threw at the wall to see if it would work, and sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. I feel like the best kind of example was of that was a few episodes ago, whenever the fuck it was, when it was back-to-back boss fights in the pyramid area, and dude, the fucking Boo boss fight sucked, and then the Iron Golem, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say though, right? The pyramid golem thingy, that kind of fucked, and it's like it's constantly like fighting between these different ideas, and it's either hit or really, really miss. And there's no in between. There's no in between at all. But that one was fine. It was what I feel like these kind of character boss fights where it's very simple and you kind of just use the abilities that you have and that you've learned through platforming or exploration and everything. You kind of use that to just kind of wail on something. I think it works best. And maybe that's because I do really like classic Sonic boss fights where you just kind of, alright, Riz, brother. I'm sorry if I hurt you. You freak ass. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when you just wail on things, bro, it works really well. I love being able to just beat the shit out of something using the abilities that I've found throughout the rest of the game, rather than kind of struggling against various things. Me no likey. Me no likey, okay? That's what I'm, or me likey. What the fuck am I, me no likey other things is what I'm trying to say. Whatever. Let me cook. So, I've heard things about this level. I've heard that some people really like it, and I've heard that some people really don't like it. So we're gonna see. Can I break these? No. What do I do here? Hello? Help me, guys. I might need a little help. Can I do this and then switch? Oh, switch. Oh, I have to press the B button. Ew. Okay, makes sense. I've heard some people really like this stage and some people don't. It's a very mixed bag. And I don't know. So far, you know, Space been kind of fucking me up a little bit. Just because I think generally it's like I feel like there are very different mentalities that went into designing these stages in comparison to stages that appeared earlier in the game. Everything feels a little bit more I'm trying to find the right way to say this. Not intentional. That's the word that immediately came to my mind. Everything feels like a little more... You have to think and be more intentional with what you do, if that makes sense. Like, you can't... there's very little grace for fucking up. And it... in some cases works, I think, when you kind of get these, like, cooler stages later on in the game. Like, I know there's the, whatever that fucking rail grinding stage is. I know people love that. Final Rush, that's the one. I know people love that stage. And, like, I can see the vision. I think it kind of, it works. Please, this control is fucking me up. It works in some cases, where it's kind of like, I don't know. I guess it feels a little more fair, or like, I'm trying to think, the best way to say this is maybe like earned. It feels a little more earned in some capacity. What did I just think I killed myself. I definitely just killed myself. But I don't know. And like, in cases like this, I don't think it's bad necessarily, but it's not like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like the game was building up to some of these mechanics, if that makes sense. This feels very like, I don't know, the game is happening, right? But it's not... It doesn't feel like it has the same design philosophies as it did prior. Maybe I'm just yapping. Completely possible. But I just... It depends. It depends. How I feel about levels like this depends on the day. Depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on if I'm sick or not. And I'm sick right now. So I'm sick of this fucking game. I hate... No, this level's fine. Honestly, I'm not having a bad time with it so far. It's just like, I've never seen... Bro, can get me out of here. Get my ass out of here. I've had my fun. That's kind of sick, actually. I'll fucks with that. I didn't know that was a thing in this game at all. This is honestly probably the level I've seen the least amount of content for when it comes to this game. It's okay. I'm fine. Go back. Oh, no. I'm so fucked. I'm so cooked. I'm gonna wait again. Because I know these guys are gonna... Yep, I knew it, bro. I'm tweaking right now, because I don't want to... I completely forgot this game had lives for a second, and I really don't want to, figure out what happens when you get a game over. Or figure out how far it puts you back. I was saying something. Fuck! Oh, yeah, this is probably the level I've seen the least of in this entire game, just because I've watched playthroughs of this game, I've seen fucking content for it, but I usually only watch like a very small amount of content for this game, and then I get bored. And then I don't care. And it's also like, I feel like it's hard to kind of figure out what's going on in this stage generally, just by, I don't know, even when you're playing it. So like, when you are watching it and you haven't really played this game, it's even like more difficult to understand things that are going on. Can I break these or not? I'm gonna say that's a big fat no, and I have to go somewhere else, maybe? No? Hold on, I'm gonna go up this way. I already went. What am I doing, bro? Okay, hold on. Let's think. Can I break them? Let's fuck around when I actually feel like I know how to control this. So I do have to break these somehow. So if I go back this way, is there something that I can use to blow them up with, or am I just doing things wrong? Jesus, bro. I don't like what. Oh. Okay, I had to get an upgrade. I was like, sorry, I got so fucking sidetracked by Eggman's shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck is he? What is he saying, bro? But yeah, no. Okay, fuck. I'm losing it, bro. I'm losing my mind. I feel like it's very difficult to kind of tell what's going on the stage, even when you're playing it normally, even when you've played all of the content up until this point. It's kind of a stage where you kind of have to... What the fuck was that? Okay, no, we're good. So I like, watching it was not helpful. Watching it felt like I was getting a fucking lobotomy. I couldn't tell what was going on. And I don't know, playing it's not a whole lot better right now. Like, it's a very long stage. I thought I fell. I was gonna be so mad, bro. It's a very long stage, and that's fine. It's just like, it's not exactly the Sonic content that I think a lot of people wanted from the adventure games, or really remembers and enjoys from the adventure games. Now, obviously, that could be wrong. I could be really fucking off base there, and some people could be like, no, this is... They cooked with this. Let these guys cook. But, so, like, from what I've felt, I don't know. Like, it ain't no City Escape. It ain't no Final Rush. Not that I've played that one, but I've played it in, like, fan games and shit. So, like, I see the vision. I see what they're trying to do. Okay. I'm gonna say something. Hot take. This isn't gonna be a hot take. That's why I said it like that. I really hate not having that homing reticle. Like, the later Sonic games have kind of spoiled me with that. And I'm sure there's some type of mod that kind of fixes that whole thing. But I do really, really miss the homing reticle. Because it would make those enemies a fucking cakewalk. And right now, it's just kind of like, am I doing it right? Like, are things happening properly? Or what's happening? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, I kind of fucking hate those enemies. Also, do I still have I do. Okay, so I didn't need the upgrade anyways. Whoopsies. My fault. I'm gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna say it. I'm not loving this stage. It's like, I thought it was fine initially, and now I'm just starting to feel like, I don't know, it's going on kind of long, and the controls where you're fucking... I would love if that could work, but the rings are, I guess, placed weirdly, and the fucking... What was I saying? Oh, the upside-down whoopsie-daisy controls suck so much, dude. Like, they're actually... It's like, it's different, kind of, but not enough that it, like, makes you try, like, consciously make these decisions to, like, switch the way your control is. The control feels, like, a little different, but not... What I'm trying to say is, I'm pretty sure when you're upside down, left and right's not changed, but back and forward is changed. So it's, like, a very weird scenario where I just don't feel like I don't know. I don't feel like I have the level of control that I would want to really feel comfortable doing things. And obviously that's kind of the point of the mechanic. They want you to fuck things up and be like, oh, look, they don't know what they're doing. They're fucking flailing around, whatever, yada, this, that, or the other. And I get that, and but, like, there's a way of doing that mechanic, and it's not that. Like, I think Death Egg Robot Zone? What the fuck am I? Death Egg Zone really cooked with that, I think. It was probably one of the better implementations of that mechanic, whereas this just feels like, there's something feels wrong, right? Like, I feel like I should be in control there, and, like, I don't know. Obviously, some people are just gonna, like, fight, or some people are going to kind of appreciate fighting against the controls more than others, and that's fine, and that's totally valid and fair. But I don't know. Like, I feel like it's been done better in other games. Please just... this is what I'm talking about, bro. It's a fucking box. It's a fucking box. Get me up. Okay. We're fine. We're good. Everything's okay. You calm down. Everything's fine. You're totally okay. I'm gonna fucking die here, aren't I? That's okay. No, we're good. We're good. I was like, oh, this is where fucking death calls for me, dude. It's just, I want to like this stage so much because there's so much cool shit going on. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's just a lot happening that the game doesn't really prep you for. And even if the game did prep you for, like, these controls just don't feel good. Like, I feel like that's fine to say. You know, I think Sonic feels great when he's not being flip-flopped all over the fucking place, you know? It's just here, dude. Here, they did a little fucky-wucky. And it sucks so much, because tell me that section wasn't sick. Tell me that wasn't an insanely cool way to make you kind of navigate that space. It would just feel so much better if it felt like... I don't know, more fluid, I guess, is the way I don't even know if it's being more fluid. Because I don't mind having these stop-and-go segments and please let me attack this. Okay. I don't mind having these stop-and-go segments in the Sonic game. That's something that kind of happened in the classic games. It's something that happens in the Boost Formula games. Like, you're gonna have stop-and-go segments, and it's fine. Like, it is what it is. But I feel like, for that, it didn't feel good to control. And it made the stop-and-go segment feel a little more... I don't know, what's the, heinous? Maybe not the right word there. It also kind of felt like that whole stage was stop. There was no go, really. There were a few moments here and there where it's like, oh, I Lightspeed dashed and it was so cool and whatever. But it all felt much more it felt much more stop than it did go. And not a big deal. Fucking one, and it was still fine to play. I wasn't like tearing my hair out. I just like complaining. So I don't know. It could be worse. It could be so much worse. This is the crazy cutscene, by the way. This is where shit goes wild. Where the game's like, yeah, we're not messing around. Eggman's gonna fucking shoot her through the skull, a little hedgehog skull. Which, by the way, Amy's kind of weak as shit, dude. I can't believe it. A gun kills her. So a gun doesn't kill Sonic, or would it? Is that like, there's always this weird disconnect between like, this happens in every video game, cutscenes and then actual gameplay, because they don't want to make a game not fun, right? So, like, you can get shot in a cutscene and you're done skis, but you get shot in the game, it's like, oh, 10 health, whatever, right? But like, I don't know. I feel like people analyze this game so fucking much for the narrative. Like, you gotta have a little bit of panache with it. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not really. That doesn't matter at all. But yeah, whatever. Tails being dumb. This is always talked about. Look at that. Because you just told me, Fox Boy. And everyone's like, Eggman was so intimidating in this game. It's crazy. And like, honest, he is. He is. I'm not sure. Let me cook. I'm not trying to make fun of people that say that. That's not my intent. I know I said it like that, but they're correct. Eggman is intimidating, and I think the characterization of people here is pretty good and like kind of late game stuff. It feels like late game shit, right? But also, I kind of don't mind the way Eggman's being portrayed now, especially now that we have Frontiers. But like, even before that, when he was kind of more of a silly character, I think it didn't really affect my experience with the game too much. Like, I would play Colors and I'd be fine. I would play fucking whatever else and I'd be fine. Like, I didn't think it was that deep. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But I've talked about this before. I don't give a fuck about this story. I don't give a fuck about any Sonic story. And maybe that's like kind of where the disconnect is for me. Because this game is really, really fun. Really solid Sonic game. But I feel like a lot of what is talked about in this, specifically for this game, is story. I feel like it's 50% gameplay, 50% story is what people talk about for this shit. And, like, end of the day, dude, the story is, like, just so unimportant to me. We're gonna do this boss. I think this is a boss fight, right? Yeah, it's a boss fight. We'll do this and call it, but, like, just one final hurrah for complaining about the narrative. I think it's a really good narrative. I guess I shouldn't say complaining about the narrative then. It's a really good narrative. It's just, the issue is, it's Sonic. Does that make sense? Like, I know everyone and their mother says this shit. It's a fucking blue hedgehog. And I think there's a very, like, there's only so... Dude, please get me out of here, bro. What? Brother! He's trying to fucking kill me! He's done! Okay. Let's run that back. Please don't tell me I'm gonna get a game over here. I don't think it's gonna put me back very far. I think it's literally just gonna put me back to the front of the stage, which I'm okay with. But like, TLD, what am I saying? Blow up. Kill him. Kill him! No, he was too far away. I need to actually think for this. Hold on. Let me lock in. It was gonna be a little final hurrah for the complaining story session. And by complaining, I mean I just didn't think it was like that sick. Like it was okay. It was cool and everything, but he's also a blue hedgehog, and I know everyone and their mother says he's a blue hedgehog. It doesn't matter. But like high key, I don't think the Sonic community internalizes that. Like it kind of doesn't matter. It is a blue hedgehog. Whatever. Maybe I'm not cooking. Maybe people aren't gonna agree with me on that one. But I feel like when you, okay, dude, especially for Sonic Prime, hold on. I am cooking with this one. Especially for Sonic Prime, you, like, people are treating this story like it has to appeal to adults. No, bro. No, what are you talking about? It's a series for kids. It's a series for little children. Please, get offline, bro. Log off. Like, you're done. You're cooked. I don't give a fuck. You're done. Log off. Log off. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was good for me. But I think for a kid, they're gonna eat that shit up like it's fucking McDonald's. I get it. Like, it's a kid's thing. Sometimes it's just not made for you, big bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. 40-year-ass old man. Like, you log off. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.